people were literally sitting in Africa, you know what I'm saying, trading and not doing. And I was like, I need to figure out what are they doing? Where is my freedom coming from? But my name is Shanika Gum, and I house the homeless, elderly, youth, disabled, and turn them into entrepreneurs. And I've been doing it since 2016, and it's just been one great journey. But things like Forex is one of the things that we need to teach our people, because that's something that a felon can do. That doesn't have a job description on it. That doesn't have your background on this or your background on this. I can't house you because of your background. So we have to start teaching our people other ways to make money and become wealth within themselves. And it's out there. You can learn Forex. You can get the app of Forex. You can start learning how to trade just with play money, just to start learning within yourself before you start using your real money. But it doesn't take $1,000. You can start Forex with $200, $300,
$50.
The same as the dope man. So this is what I do, because I was in because I'm in the hood. So basically, it's the same thing as having a drug dealer. The drug dealer going to invest his money in a certain dope pack, bottom line. And so the only thing you do with the dope dealer is you teach him how to take his money from buying dope to investing it into the same flip. Exactly. And if you're used to losing in the dope game, you're going to lose no matter what we do anyway. And so this is how I touch my people. I tell them, you in the ball game, you got just cut it off. I just basically take whatever mindset they have and I just flip it to something legal. And Forex is legal. Housing people is legal. We do not need a background to do that. You can house up to 4 people, charge them $5,000 per month, make $20,000 off of one location. That is legal money. That is fair money. You understand what I'm saying? So basically what I do with the homeless, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Conversation just got real.
Oh yeah, it's getting real with me. Like I'm real. You know, I'm from St. Louis. I'm not.
Whoa. Yeah.
I'm not from Texas.
Come on, home girl.
Killing it.
I had no idea.
I've been here by myself. No mama, no daddy, no father. Everybody trying to figure out, how did I come up? How do I have this? How do I have this? First of all, I have God before me with everything that I do. It's me and him doing this. He tells me, teach me everything, and he's the one that brought up the Forex to me, putting it in my eyesight. Nice. But all you do is switch whatever you know is teach your people, and that's all I'm doing. I'm not no amazing person. I've got my name set at the White House, my name set at the government mansion. I got so many plaques and awards. None of those plaques and awards mean anything if you're not successful in your people movement. If you can't go see my people and see my people making money, or see my people stabilizing, or see Shanika paid the bills for the people to have house, I'm not doing my job. And that doesn't make me. But when you see them succeed, my homeless man been homeless for 5 years. He went to Wells Fargo yesterday and we got to open up our first bank account. Go on. So therefore, people can be taught how to save money. They can be taught how to open up a bank account. You have to be willing to do your part. Don't think that you're going to come up and sit high and forget about your people. Just stop it. I don't do that. Everything that I know from this day forward, I teach my people. And it's either you're catching on to it or you're not. So either you're going to be an entrepreneur, or you're going to go to school, or you're going to do something, but you're not going to be up in my facility if you're not about nothing. That we're not about nothing. Right. You know, I need for you. They ask me, what can I do? I need to pay you back. Go teach somebody else. The same way I got your life on track, I need for you to go find somebody else and get their life on track, or send them my way. And so that's all it is. We have to switch the game up. You go get the dope dealers and you switch their mindsets up. You go get the homeless people up and you switch their mindsets up. That's the fact. You tell a dope dealer, look here, the same $1,000 you put over there, I can take your $1,000 and flip it. You think he's not going to give it to me? He's going to give it to me. He's going to give it to me, because you already done took a loss with the dope man, whether you mailing your dope through the mail or not. You're going to take a loss on this thing. So how about investing to Shanika? And let me flip your money the right way, baby. Y'all heard what he said? Go and invest into little old Shanika.
Yeah.
And I guarantee you I'm gonna flip your money the right way, and I can show you how to buy land out the country, in the country, because in America, when it's all said and done, we pay taxes on land. Africa and everywhere other countries, they do not pay taxes on land. They own their land, and we don't know, we have no idea about that. Right. But you'll go. What I'm doing right now is we're expanding right now. It's called We Have a Voice Foundation. We are a nonprofit organization. We are a 501c3. What I'm looking for is an employers to come on board with me to be able to give my clients jobs. jobs. It's one thing for me to stabilize the mind and house them, but I still need somebody to come on board with me to allow them to work and do internship, because they've been homeless for so long that they still need to be taught how to be in the real world. So I'm only one person. I'm not the lady that thinks that I can do this by myself. I do not play Captain Save a Hoe, for anybody that's wondering. I don't do that. I don't go around dragging people to my home, but I will definitely take you home with me the same day I meet you if you're about that life. Everybody knows me for that. I'm known for that, but I do not play Captain Saver. If you want to change your life, you can call me at 832-343-0665.
You know,
absolutely.
From speaking with Franklin and things of that nature, like I told him, I went to sleep on it. You know, when I after the conversation we had, it was just, you know, on my brain. Like, this is why I invited him, because, you know, I feel like this is a necessity in our community. Because even in the Bible it says our people should perish for lack of knowledge.
Wow.
Yes.
And I believe
So
that's what this is. This is the knowledge, you know, that we are lacking as a people. You know, even myself, like, I'm a fan because I don't, like, to me, it's new to me. Like, oh my goodness. It's kind of overshadowing, not overshadowing, but in a sense, because it's new. Like, I've been doing for years, and to me this is new, you know, and I can't wait. I told them I'm the filter, you know, so once it go through me, it's gonna go through the community. And if I'm excited, I know how I'm approach it. I'm gonna approach it exciting, and a lot of people are gonna really gravitate towards it.
So it sounds like it would be very beneficial for young people, especially these millennials, to
Right.
find out about this now. Because had I known you when I was 21, what I could imagine what I'd be.
That's
you
right.
We'd be in something much levelier in this trust.
Dorley, you say that, but you have to understand the ones who are really gravitating towards this market and towards the academy happen to be the millennials.
Yeah.
And I absolutely love that.
That's
you know,
good,
that we've
though.
got these young people, because I own millennials. You know, my children are
Yeah.
millennials,
Yes, sir.
right? And getting them introduced to the marketplace has really been exciting. My nieces, my nephews, everyone is basically starting to reach out and ask the question, how can I get started? And I love answering those questions. I love having these types of conversations. The majority of our group, which is over 14,000, almost 15,000 people in our group nationwide, the majority of them are millennials.
They have 3 colleges that have polls set up right there. In the Vashti, I think it is, Fox 26, she said she was asking the students while she's there, do you know what today is? Taco Tuesday? Whatever.
wow.
Like, they don't even know that it's today's the day to vote. They don't even know that you have polls at your school. So just like you say, if there's so much we don't know, so we don't do. And believe it or not, to vote for your mayor is very important.
Oh, yeah.
It may seem like a little thing, but these are the elections and stuff that count.
Exactly.
The ones that people think don't matter.
And speaking of elections, that is another important topic. Even the presidential election coming up next year, like, this is why we want to get this momentum going ahead of time, so we can really get some concrete stuff going by time. Because elections for the president is until November, so we want to have a nice campaign going before then, right?
Ricks, if you could speak on, I love speaking with Ricks because he's always has insightful information. Me and Ricks have plans to really impact in the community, and we've had talks about what the power of Forex can do in the community if we're able to create young millennials that can access the funds at an early age.
Right? So I say that to say this. This is an education. You have to pay for the education, but it's not that expensive. You know, $200, a couple of $100 get you into the academy, okay?
Where you don't have the answers, you don't know what to do next. This may be
This may be
it here.
And I want to say this too, Frank.
Yeah.
Just kind of add on to that one. This is not selling motions and lotions and oceans. You know, you don't have to stock your garage with, you know, boxes of product.
Yeah.
You don't have to buy product and then resell it. No. We're simply showing you how to trade in a Forex market. You don't even have to own the currency. All we're doing is showing you how to trade the currency right? Which is all done electronically.
That's exactly what we're doing. And just to give the listeners an example of what we do. Let's say you and I, we're traveling to Japan, all right? I say, here's $1,000 for you, okay? Keep those $1,000, we're gonna convert them once we get there. We get there, we convert it to the Japanese yen. And I'll take care of everything. You keep your money, you keep the Japanese yen, and we're back in the States. As we were traveling, while we were there, the rate doubled. Right? So now when you come back and you exchange that Japanese yen in your pocket, instead of them giving you 1,000, they're going to give you 2,000. And that's exactly what we do from our cell phone devices every single day.
And I love that
simplest form.
But I can tell you how to get through this. I can tell you how I learned how to sound out things. I can tell you how I was watching something and learned how to start memorizing certain things to pass my test. I can teach you how to survive. I was dyslexic and didn't even know I was dyslexic because I'm steady seeing stuff backwards. But I have so many awards and so many plaques. And they go, she's so smart. I'm smart, but you don't know that I breathe and sleep what I study. I wake up to it and I go to sleep to it. And that's how I become smart and what I'm learning. You understand what I'm saying? Okay, because if you're going to continuously buy your beer from me and I'm going to allow you to continuously do that, then I'm going to allow you to sit on my property, because the only thing you're doing is bringing the money repeatedly back to me. The money is not going outside, and it's a gas station here, it's a gas station there. So what I've noticed is just on my street, this gas station has their people, this gas station has their people, and the money is repeatedly going back in, just like for me and my company. I house the homeless. They don't have any money. I apply for their disability checks. I get the disability check. What is that doing for me? It's, once again, I'm housing you with nothing. I build you up to something, and what did I do? I got the money going back into my house. I'm not going to give you away. You understand? So I was explaining to him some things we can do and some things is their business, just like it's my business. So you can't walk up to somebody and tell them how to run their company. What we can do is make suggestions to them. You understand?
Right, that's basically what it is.
It's a suggestion of this is what we should do, this is what we should do. Either they take to us or they don't. But I've been seeing why they allow them, because I've never, in St. Louis, we don't see them sitting at the gas stations kicking it. They are literally with the chairs and everything here in Texas.
I know a lot
and I've never saw that.
I guess that's a loitering or something like that. And I always wonder.
Doesn't bother them.
That's very
what
true.
I'm saying? The police pulls up on them. So you got to start thinking bigger than that. So that's not specifically my issue. You know, that's not my problem. That's not something I dwell in, because when I was telling him, it upset me when I went up there to talk to these group of people that was on the gas station lot, and I told them what I do, and some of them don't have an ID, and that's what I do. I'll get your ID, so security card. You cannot even exist in the world, and if you come with me, I can get you to exist, point blank period, without anything. So they was telling me, like, I haven't had an ID since 2001. It is 2019. So you mean to tell me for over 18 some years you haven't had an ID, but you're sitting at the gas station?
And that may be stopping them from getting basic like health needs and stuff that they need. Yeah, so if they have mental health issues.
This is what I asked them. Well, do you want me to help you get your ID? Yeah. They give me every excuse. So some things we can feed our people, and some things that we can't, because they don't want to attach to us, or they don't want to come in our realm. So that's why I say I don't play Captain Saver. I saved Shanikas. I was homeless before in 2011 to leave a domestic violence relationship. I won a 2007 Chevy Malibu in St. Louis, free and clear, and I got my daughter back in 35 days. So I'm looking for people that of with myself. Everybody doesn't have to go homeless because you're a crackhead or you smoking dope. That was not why I went homeless. I went homeless because a man was putting his hands on me, and I refused to let it happen again, and I let him have everything, even the car in the driveway. I walked away with the soles on my shoes and my daughter in my hand in 2011, and that was it.
I will tell